Welcome back to the YouTube, guys. Today we are down at the Physique Warehouse gym, seeing my online client Aria. We're going to be running through a training session in person, as we've been working together for around 7 months now, and the goal has been to focus on glute development and more so maturity of Aria's physique, so that when we decide to compete, whether that's the end of this year or the start of next season, we're going to be in a perfect position for that. So for anyone that doesn't know Aria, she's one of the leading female coaches in the space in the fitness industry. So I'll get her to do a little bit of background talk on what she does and who she works with, and then what our collective goals are together for 2026 and 2027.
Eight to 10.
Okay, and what did you get last week?
8.
Okay, cool. Good. Still all you. Good, and again. How do your legs feel like? Because you've done, this is your third lower back to back, isn't it?
Yeah.
For this week, yeah.
The Monday one kills me usually, the glutes. The middle one is kind of like chill.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get to here, I'm okay. Then I'll go 10.
Yep. Go through those heels, pressure through those heels. Drive up, drive up, drive up, drive up, drive up. Good, nice. Yep, leave it there.
Okay.
Yep, leave it there. Good job, nice.
I think that's why I'm gassed always by like the end, like mid-session, because I go,
Yeah, like I'd rather you
So
take
I'm on the
one
floor.
rep progression on every exercise
Yeah.
than like kill yourself up at the start and then flag towards the end.
Yeah.
I try and keep it consistent through the full session.
got it.
Because this one's a 12, let's actually go 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good, and again. Go again. Good, well good. Nice.
Fuck.
Really good. Good, perfect. Good, strong. Nice and slow at the bottom. There, and drive. Good, 2 more. Good. Nice and slow from the bottom. Make it hard. There, drive. Last one. Pause, drive. Yes, good job. Wicked. Really nice. Good. Move. Pause, drive. There you go, and again, one more like that. Pause, drive. One more, last one, last one, last one. Pause, drive. Yeah, that's good. Really nice.
Oh my God.
It's so easy on that one, especially that one as well. I find to just like shoot out the bottom so quick. But when you
This is
just
a lot
control that
harder.
pause, it makes a huge difference.
I know I'm gonna hurt tomorrow a lot. I can feel it.
I would even take this a little bit
Lighter.
longer with the warm-ups, just to get that sensation in your gut, because your quads are so fired up now.
Yeah. Let's just do 125
Yeah.
then. Should I hold on?
Yep, so keep yourself fully upright. That's it. Squat down nice and slow. And then what I want you to do, just before you drive up, so if you squat down, while you drive up, drive your knees out a tiny bit as you come up. Yeah.
Got it.
So like you're doing an adduction, kind of do that like a tiny bit as you're coming up. Tiny bit out and then up. Good. Yeah. And up. Good. Good. Just think pressure for your heels the whole time.
Yeah, I really feel that.
Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with how that looks.
Yeah, that's feels different to what I was doing earlier. It's like when someone else is there, you push the extra bit.
Yeah.
The pressure.
Especially doing that one for the first time, like it's nice to have your numbers and your weights. You can just literally make it as hard as possible with that base weight, and then you can obviously go up from there.
Yeah, like going slow really helps.
Yeah.
But also, I hate going to failure alone on there because it's like long.
Yeah.
So having you there was good. That bit.
Good. I feel like for quads, we could go a 6 to 8 and then a 10 to 12 and it wouldn't affect how it felt. But for glutes for you, I would argue if we do a 10 to 12 first, you're then going to feel a 6 to 8 better doing it that way round than the other way round.
I agree.
Perfect. Go again. Again. Go one more. Right. Yeah. Really nice. Does that feel? Yeah?
Yeah.
So in Aria's full plan, guys, we've only got 8 sets of quads. And that's the thing with Aria's quads, they're perfect for bikini. So in terms of development ratios, we're really looking at trying to put as much glute volume in per week. So bringing the quads to only 7 sets allows us to still progressively increase and develop the quads, but have them not overpower the glutes and really allow that space and wiggle room within the volume for the glutes to come up. In quad focus in all your training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dominant.
Yeah,
like
sorry, quad dominant. Yeah.
But to be honest, I think it's because for years I wanted to grow big ones. Like I was never like just glutes. And over the years, they've just got bigger and bigger.
Yeah. What would you say has been like some game-changing things for anybody that is quad focused to slowly start getting their glutes kind of engaging? What would you say has really helped you?
Well, I'd say definitely getting depth and tempo down before weight, because when you start to chase weight too early, you could do half reps, you're not really engaging the muscle. So sometimes stripping back down, even though it feels like you're humbling yourself, like you're not training as hard as you think you should, you're actually making more progress that way.
Good. Perfect. Yeah, let's go again. And again, last one. Still more, let's go again, one more. Yeah. Perfect, really nice. Really good. So what you'll see we've done with this one, guys, is I'll get Aria to get into the same position. So what we're trying to make sure, guys, is the knee doesn't travel over the toe. We're trying to shift as far back as possible, so we've got this nice, like 90-degree angle at the bottom here to make sure we're getting as much glute as possible. Because the minute that knee travels forward, we're then going to start getting some quad involvement. So for Aria, we're trying to make this as glute focused as possible, and it's going to be one really easy way to make sure that we're just shifting backwards, pressure's going through the heel, and just get as much glute engagement as possible. Let's go. Two more. again. Yeah, leave it there. Nice. Extend your legs at the top without the weight. If you go without the weight, first of all. What I noticed was this was turning in. So if you come in like that, I want you to keep this like that from the bottom. Does that make sense? Because as you was coming down, you was like rolling out. I want you to twist in there.
From so keep them twisted in.
Yeah, from the start of the rep. Yeah. That makes sense. You get yourself set. Just come in ever so slightly.
Like this?
So keep that where that was. Just twist your quad in a little bit.
Oh,
just twist in here, yeah. That's it, like that.
Okay.
Yep. And then come from there.
Keep it that way.
That's it, perfect, like that. Keep them turned in. Good. I'm gonna have to whisper in case there's any short people around. When you're taller or you've got longer limbs, guys, your training considerations need to be really specific because obviously you've got longer levers to work with. So you want to make sure that when you're programming your movements, you're being really considerate of what's working. Again, especially for longer arms, longer legs, there's going to be a bias to what muscle group trying to takes over. So you want to try and be really specific with the way that you're setting the exercises up to make sure you're hitting the muscle that you're intending to hit. So triceps is a common one, especially for people with longer arms. Triceps are predominantly going to take the majority of the movement. So really being specific with hand positions is going to allow you to leverage a little bit more of the areas that you want. So really looking into your setups. What would you say, or has there been anything across like coaching that's opened your eyes or been slightly like harder for you to adapt to? Anything you've done like through your just years of training on nutrition where we've changed it and you've been like, oh, that's new, like that's something I haven't done?
Oh yeah, definitely with eating. Kind of when you said something about eating is like a circadian rhythm and getting your body used to it, and also learning that your body digests better when you're hungrier and trying to adapt your timings to best fit. That was like a game changer. Before I'd just be like, okay, I've got a bulk, just get the calories in whenever, whatever you want to eat.
What it takes, yeah.
And actually the results have been way better actually structuring it that way.
That's cool. And what would you say, like, because one thing I love about coaching you is you're not scared to eat. Obviously, I'm sure you know from coaching girls yourself, it's quite common that girls will either undereat or underfuel for their training.
Yeah.
What's one thing that allows you to just consistently eat the food without worrying too much about like the weight on the scales the next day or the calories that you reach? Like, what's one thing that keeps you just keeping the food in?
Well, I say this a lot to even my clients, that to eat, you've got to fuel, so create quality muscle, and your body weight will fluctuate with hormones, with water retention.
Yep.
Like if you don't attach emotion and stress to the scale, just see it as a number that you just gotta track. Because at the end of the day, even when we do check-ins, you look at the weight as an average. You're not like, oh, there was a spike, It doesn't matter as long as you're just getting the food in, training hard.
Yeah, and I'd argue as well, I'm sure you will, that when you actually start eating and then you see the training progressions you get and the way your physique changes, you're like, okay, this actually makes sense now, and it makes you want to push more.
Completely. I find this a bit strange, this machine. It feels like my arms are weird. Yeah. But is it meant to be like this?
That's perfect. I'd slide yourself a little bit further forward on the seat.
Like this?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Good. Seat on this one.
Okay.
Because it changes the resistance quite a lot if the seat's like one higher or one lower.
So keep this on this.
The same all the time, yeah. One more with me. Yeah, perfect.
This one's
good. So in terms of phases, guys, Aria come to me around, I want to say 71 kilo, I think it was.
It's actually like 69.
Was it really?
Yeah.
69? I did go the first bit wrong. So around 69 kilos, and we went up to around like 74, 75?
Yeah, 75.
Yeah, so we had like a really successful initial push up, and like improvements through that phase have just been incredible. Like your glutes have improved massively from when we started. And we actually spoke about this yesterday on message, and Aria's grown very lean through the process. And it's just allowed us to be so realistic in seeing the improvements that we've made, because we're not being blurred or distorted by like any or very minimal body fat gain. And again, it's just gonna allow any diet phase that we do now to be so accurate, because we're working with such like minutia when it comes to changes. But yeah, you'll get to see on the posing video today that like Aria's physique is so complete now that we're only gonna need like one refinement phase before, or if we decide to do a prep. It's literally just gonna be a short 8 to 12 week training block, and then she's gonna be ready to go. Good, that's perfect. And drive. Yeah, last one. Right. Yeah, good. Good, and again. Use a little bit of momentum if you need to. Good. Yeah, nice.
I think it's the same thing for both. So like what excites me most is actually being on there.
Yeah?
Being on stage and being happy with the package I bring, but it's also the scariest thing because the pressure on you. And I think bodybuilding is such a personal sport and you're always alone. You're like, I like the process of it, but actually being vulnerable and showing that and getting the right or the result you want is the scariest part rather than the process.
Yeah, yeah. Easy. Nice. So in terms of Aria's training split, guys, we're currently running glutes, rest, upper, glutes again, rest, shoulders and quads, rest. And this is the second training split we've had. The first training split, I believe, was slightly more glute volume, but obviously as we've gone through the course of coaching and refining training videos, she just needs less sets now. Like originally it was to put as much volume as possible into the glutes to really maximize that training stimulus and really get Aria feeling what it is that she's training. Now that the quality of the training's gone up, the actual volume can come down and we can spread that out a little bit more through the week. So the actual glute sessions that we've got, there's 2 hinges in the week and the other movements are literally going to be more glute med focused work. So far this has worked incredibly well. I'll actually put a side by side on the screen now in terms of where we was when we started to where we are now in terms of improvements. And as I said downstairs, we've realistically got one more improvement phase until she's going to be ready to go. She's got a very, very good level of muscle maturity, and especially for a first timer, and also her height. She's going to stand out for all the right reasons. And again, structure-wise, we're perfect. As I said, in terms of quad development and upper development, it's perfect for bikini. So a little bit more maturity through the glutes is really going to make those rear poses lights out. And more importantly, just bring a very complete package. I think the biggest discrepancy you see with first timers to seasoned competitors is the actual overall advancement. You'll see a lot of first timers will typically be developed in like one specific area and then have other areas to bring up. That's one thing that we're heavily focusing on together, is make sure that the first package we bring on stage is a very complete package. Obviously, as a competitor, you're always going to have improvements to make, but the goal for us with Aria's influence, presence, and how long she's been training is to make sure the first time we step on stage is a very, very competitive look. So one more improvement phase for us will be more than enough to be able to bring that package, and very, very confident in her work ethic as well, based on how long she's been training, her nutrition experience, that the prep will be an absolute breeze, especially from this starting competition as well. Not worrying too much about how you look at one given time.
Yeah.
Like what I said to you on the check-in, I think it's remembering that, especially for prep and for stages, you're peaking for that one day. So there's going to be multiple days through the prep where like you'll feel flatter, or you'll see the body weight come down or go up massively, and it's trying not to be reactive in them situations, being like, as long as I look how I'm meant to look on the day, what happens in between doesn't really matter. I think that's the difference between competing and just like working towards having a nice physique, is you're trying to like keep a consistent look when you're trying to just look towards aesthetics, whereas when you're coming for a day, it's remembering that there's going to be like so many ups and downs through the process. It's about nailing that one day.
Exactly.